All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome in and welcome back to my Baldur's Gate 3 live stream. It's been a minute. I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited too because I've been just waiting to get back into streaming consistently. Hey, welcome in. But yeah, so I was having all kinds of trouble with like my equipment, and then my internet fully was like just having so many issues. But now I'm like wired in. I have a hard line directly to my PlayStation right now, so the internet, unless it fully goes down, which, internet's fickle, we should be good to go. I'm still working on like a fancier setup with like, through OBS and a computer that actually runs it okay and everything. But so until then, I'm streaming directly through my PlayStation again. But yeah, let me know if you see any issues with it, if it freezes at any point. This is my first like Baldur's Gate stream since getting like everything set up. I streamed Dragon Age a couple of times to test it, and it worked great. So yeah, we're basically back. Oh hey Sophie, welcome in. We're basically exactly where we were where we left off last time. I did jump into the game last night to like make sure and organize some things, and it was kind of getting messy because we had so many crashes back to back. But yeah, I also did like this conversation. If you were here for my last Baldur's Gate stream, this is going to be a repeat of that conversation because I accidentally triggered combat somehow after the conversation, so I had to reload. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. We got to talk to Wolbrin.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time.
I'm gonna try to get the
thinking of
bomb this time
worst-case
too.
Scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant.
I love how
Resistance
intense he
fighters are
immediately
few
is just
and
so
far
intense.
between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope.
Gortash is a dead man. I have reasons of my own for taking him down.
As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want.
Yeah, riling himself up, for real.
With our biggest obstacle.
They're all just like, we just walked in, bro. Like, calm down.
To you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it.
Oh my god, bro. Calm down. Bring it down a level, you know? Cheer up, Wolbrin. Oh my god. Yeah, simmer down. Jesus. Let's see. Cheer up, Wolbrin. Personally, I put a lot of the blame on Gortash. Why blame the Gondians? Perhaps the Gondians were infected. I'm gonna say why put the blame on the Gondians. I'm trying to remember. There's like a neutral way to get out of this, but still get the bomb, so we'll see. What, he needs a Snickers? Yes, exactly.
They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan. To put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit.
It's like, I can't help but laugh. What was the plan?
Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking.
The adults are talking. Farron's like looks around. I'm not an adult. I don't know who you're talking about. It's like I feel that in real life. I'm like whenever anyone calls me an adult, and I'm just like, me? I mean, sure, age-wise. Give me the bomb. I'll make sure nobody survives. Barkus has a point. It sounds like mass murder. I'll blow up the foundry. Give me the bomb. Maybe the Gondians are victims, not oppressors. Yeah, where are these alleged adults? Guard Gondian or passerby. Jesus, that's a Dark Urge response. I'm trying to figure out the neutral way to get out of this. I don't want to commit. I could say maybe they're victims, not oppressors. Let's see what that does.
The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
Gortash is the enemy, not the Gondians. I'll find another way. Collateral damage is the best way to tie up loose ends. Give me the bomb. I'm convinced. Give me the bomb. I just like that. I'm convinced. Hey, Lauren, welcome in. I'll make contact with the Gondians. Maybe they'll see this is too much. God, I can't remember which one both gets her the bomb, but doesn't make her commit to it. I don't know. I could just say I'm convinced. Doesn't mean I have to go through with it. But yeah, I want the bomb though.
I knew you.
Jaheira approves?
That's why we get along. The foundry is in the lower
Jaheira.
city, down by the docks.
Yeah, we just want to have the option to use the bomb.
Belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of watchers in no time.
It may depend, because I know I've had a different version of that conversation. It may depend on, like how much information on the Iron Hand gnomes you get before coming here. So, like even in the Underdark, when you talk to the gnomes that you save, you can get information from one of them, and then when you talk to Wulbren and Moonrise, you can get more information out of him. So it's like little bits at a time, but I don't think I passed all those roles, so maybe that's why the conversation's a bit different this time around. But usually, I can get him to a point where he's like so flustered, where he's like, will you please just take it and then decide later?
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become?
A fanatic with no thought for innocent life. The Gondians must be stopped. They're working for the Absolute. I think there's more to this than meets the eye. Not now, Barkus. I think there's more to this than meets the eye. I'm going to say that.
You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. Persnickety and self-important, too.
Persnickety.
But we all have our moments. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think?
Yes, I do think. In chat, Dark Urge Sorcerer has a sinister response with Wulbren. She wanted to make the factory explode magically. Oh my god. They're just like really eager to blow up the factory. Yeah, it was protect Barkus at all costs. Barkus is so sweet. I think Wulbren would like to know you're undermining him. Oh, you like the first response is you can go tattle on him. Jesus Christ. All right, I'll speak to them.
That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
As resisturge, that is what I attempt to do. No promises.
Those things terrifying. If someone hadn't been there.
What?
But they
Wait,
were.
what things?
And I'm here now. I'm safe.
What things are we talking about? I wouldn't want to go toe to toe with one of those things either. How are things with you and Philomene? I don't know what things she's talking about, but I think she's referencing the Underdark. Because I can ask how things are with her and Philomene, so I'm going to say that. But, yeah, I'm very confused on what things she's talking about.
Awkward, in a word. She's made it quite clear she doesn't want me around.
Aww.
When I think about it, I'm not sure she ever did. I was foolish. I just want to be useful, but I'm not as good at this as the others. But I'll get better.
Yes, you will. She's so cute. Now, where's your girlfriend? That's not your girlfriend. This is your girlfriend.
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point.
Mm-hmm. Glad I could diffuse the situation. Oh, that's great.
Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
You didn't have any kind of, like, she's like, glad I knew I shouldn't have blown you up, or that I didn't, glad I didn't blow you up. But I'm like, yeah, because I stopped you. You would have.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets?
That's the plan. I'm not comfortable with the collateral damage, though. Yes, and the bastards who created them. Maybe, but I might find another use for this awesome bomb. I'll say the first one.
That bomb will save a lot more people than it kills. Trust me. I've seen what those watchers can do.
Okay, I already shopped at the forge there. So let's go. I genuinely can't remember what we were doing other than this last time. I have Jahira with me, so I'm assuming we were going to head towards the Harper mission. So I'll do that and see what we find along the way. And what has it been, like a month since I played this on stream? It's been a while for sure. Oh, I need to turn in the letters. Something I did when I was organizing my stuff yesterday, I accidentally opened a letter, like a bundle of letters that I had in my inventory. Where? Am I missing someone? Oh, Lae'zel. Hurry up, Lae'zel. I thought I had already turned in the letters to Danzo, but I guess not, so I opened them. I wasn't supposed to open them, but oh well.
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those
Yeah, see, I
letters
thought I turned these in already. I found the letter intended for the Zentrum and made for very interesting reading.
You read it?
I didn't mean to.
Technically, that's interfering with someone else's property. I should report you to the nearest manip.
Accept the contents of the letter, bro.
Give it here, and we'll say no more about it. I'll give you a nice little bonus as well, a finder's fee. What do you say?
Deception. I've got another buyer lined up. I'd make it a very generous fee. Intimidation. Give me everything the Zentrum paid you, or this letter is the least of your worries. Persuasion. It'd be a shame if anyone told the Zentrum you'd lost this. A real shame. I graciously accept. I'm gonna say I graciously accept. That's funny.
Much obliged. Much obliged. Here's your fee. Our little secret. All right.
That's funny. That's the same amount you usually give me, bro. Okay. Did that. We did the open hand temple. Okay, we need to make it back through here. We talked to Astarion's siblings. I'm like trying to retrace my steps. Did all the brothel stuff. even though it was very broken. It kept crashing during all of that. What are you selling?
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be?
Fish. That's great. I actually have some stuff to sell though. Let's see how much I can sell to him. Nope. Alright.
Come back
Cool.
soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed.
Okay.
Buy a painting.
No, the amount of voices going on gets to me sometimes, especially when I'm streaming, so I have to be talking at the same time, and I'm just like, there's too much going on. Knew Act 3 was gonna... Ah, he's already out of money.
Do come again.
Act 3 was gonna be a little bit rough.
Seems like a lot.
Okie dokie.
Pleasure your fine maiden, to feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Shh. People will hear.
What you selling?
If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Charesse's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
I'm not doing anything. I mean, good day to you.
So nervous. Alright, let's see.
Chantelon's is up those stairs.
You're not
And he's hung blooms beside the door.
my mother
So the Harpers are waiting too.
Okay, yeah, let's go do the Harper stuff.
Watch your power for the first time. My heart flutters at the thought.
Ooh,
Welcome
hello.
to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Oh, I see. Not used, though.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
You can turn off the charm, Entharl. She's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a
So no
sale.
need to be charming.
You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
We were looking for a safe house. This doesn't look like one. Pleased to meet you, Harper and Tharl. Do Harpers ever just stop and say hello? I'm gonna say that.
Ha! Clearly you do not know our Harper Most High.
I wouldn't say that. We've traveled a long road together in a short time. The others will be taking their ease here. Entharl has been known to shelter Harpers when they need it.
Entarl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today.
Wait, I'd like to take a look at your stock.
To buy? You're already my favorite.
Mine too. Okay. I was gonna buy some armor for Jaheira. Yeah, I like putting her in this armor. I don't know. It looks cute on her. And it's different from the rest of us. Ooh, exploding arrows! Okie dokie. And I think I have all those other armors. So let me sell a bunch of stuff. Nope. I know, I love Barkus too. Okay.
A pleasure. Jaheira needs more friends like you. Right, Sonny. You're on the door till our friends are done. God forbid we do any business today.
Alright. Oh, let me put Jaheira in her new armor.
At your command.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this armor on her. And the colors work as well. I'll figure out her... Oh, wait, I have some gloves for her, actually. Because those ones are clipping. There we go. Nice.
Keep it together.
I know none of us are actually wearing armor at the moment, but it's fine. I learned the hard way to wait for all of them to come down before triggering the cutscene, because there was a time where the scene triggered and most of them were upstairs, and then combat triggered and most of them were upstairs. So
Hi, Harper.
was not ideal.
Tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Geraldus is so cute.
Hi, Harper.
He also looks like
Standing
Loki.
beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jahira.
Like a cute
we
Loki.
heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment.
Oh no, I missed the insight.
You, Harper.
It's fine.
There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jahira's meaning is clear.
There we go.
Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
I was like, I know Farron's, got a bit of brain damage, but she's not that dumb. I know, I love this scene too. There was one time where on accident I clicked the wrong response and was just a dumb response of what do you mean, Jahira? Jahira literally shook her head like she was so annoyed. Okay, let's see. I can detect thoughts. You're a little lost. Probe Geraldus' thoughts. Probe Jahira's thoughts. Marcus, yeah, I think I clicked this one on accident at one point. Marcus was a cultist. What are you implying? I'm gonna just remain silent and wait for Jahira's signal.
The problem with Marcus, of course. We didn't end on the best of terms.
Ooh. The whole city screams and runs away during this combat, and it freaked me out the first time it happened. I was like, wait, what? Alright, let's fucking go. Oh no, everything's in the wrong spot.
Make it hurt.
It's been a minute since I've done combat. Let's go. I'm so excited. Okay. Can he run away? He can run away. I think I have some kind of feat or feature or something where it doesn't trigger opportunity attacks in certain cases. Okay. Farron. Smash! Ooh, I forgot I have the bite ability for her now. Hell yeah.
These boots have seen everything.
More.
Nice.
Understood.
I was gonna say, with Geraldus, his hair, he's got the Gale man bun. With that mod, does it change the NPCs as well? I wonder if he was using his hair because his hair was the same as Gale's, just a different color, like Gale's original hair. I wonder if it automatically changes any NPCs that use the same coating or whatever as Gale's OG hair. That's funny. Looks good on him. Okay, let's see. I'll do this.
Blood it shall have to be.
Oh, jeez, that was a critical with that. That was amazing. Okay, that's about all I can do.
Will ascend. Taking position.
Misty step. Be scared. Oh no. Okay, let's do this. This is fun. Didn't send him flying like I hoped, but that's okay. Oops. Smoosh. Nice. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Oh, is he okay? Okay. He actually he's an NPC with a decent amount of hit points, so that's nice. I was like, protect Geraldus at all costs. Can she get up there? Yeah.
On my way.
There we go.
More of Orin's doppelgängers. How many has she brought to Bal's side, I wonder?
Where's Mark? How many more Harpers dead?
I think we need to talk to Geraldus first, and then we'll talk to Jaheira. I've done it backwards before, and it was kind of funny, because the dialogue didn't line up.
Did I get it right?
Shaluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgängers.
Poor boy's
and they're not just
traumatized.
working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomar. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin. While smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal.
Aww.
Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! Hi, Harper! Please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
No one can make that choice for him, not even you, High Harper. She's right, Geraldus. I'm like, Geraldus or Geraldus? I know Jaheira said it, but I can never remember. You did your part, go live your life. Wait, Jaheira, you're acting like this is his fault. It's yours. Enough of the Harper dramatics. What do we do now? I'm gonna say this first one. No one can make that choice for him.
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it.
She approves.
I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on.
Geraldus.
Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
Bye, friend.
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves.
Except Geraldus. We're isolated. This is exactly what Orin wanted. So what next? Who is this Rashomar you had your Harpers searching for? I'm gonna say except Geraldus.
Except Geraldus. It has been some time since anyone dared rap my knuckles like you did. No less than I deserve. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen. True enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Your ruined brain lurches, and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Apparently the Dark Urge is very aware of Minsk. I always forget that. When it comes back to this point, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right. Minsk fought against Baal with you, and I fear Baal dearly, a sworn hunter of Baal spawn. My mind is muddled, as you know, but that name sparks something. He traveled with you back in the old days. Just get to the point. I'm going to say this first one.
As you should. But your father can be beaten. With the right people at your side.
Hell yeah.
Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting.
You picked My Mind is Muddled, and Jahira said that's something you and Minsk share. That's great. Oh, simple Minsk. What happened? I suspect there's more to the story than that. I'm not sure what this has to do with our fight against the cult. I'm going to say I suspect there's more to the story than that.
There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone.
Oh no.
It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
Oh, look at Astarion right now. He looks so sad as he's gazing fondly at Farron. Aww. He's really feeling this story. So you left him, and here you are. You made the right choice. Don't second guess yourself. I'm sorry, Jahira. That's a cruel choice to have to make. I'm going to say this one, and here you are. You made the right choice. Don't second guess yourself. No. I'm going to say the third one. I'm sorry, Jahira.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back.
Revenge.
So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing.
Use me, mommy.
Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Then let's find him. Why are you only telling me this now? Is this really more important than stopping the Chosen? We can try, but we don't even know if he's still alive. I'm gonna say, why are you only telling me this now?
Because I was playing the pragmatist and writing my friend off for dead. Then I met you. If I seem suddenly flushed with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. The point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Okay.
So much for the cavalry riding to our rescue.
Oh.
This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
The timing of that debris falling in the background was perfect.
Orin be damned. Her bloody fingerprints are all over this city.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
Is it
Much
the earth
better.
beneath that crunches, or the bones within?
It's the bones, Chihiro. You like how the wood crumbled during his statement? I know, that was so perfect. The timing was great. Kill order. You won't have to wear those Harper smiles much longer. Orin has given the order. Kill the crone, but not before you tell her how her little soldiers died. Preserve some hair or sinew if you can. The Chosen would like to string a harp of her own. Gross. Orin's unhinged. I'm gonna leave everyone down here a minute. I need to loot! Nice. Potions. Oh, look at this view. So cool. All the boats passing by. So peaceful. I could like, can you imagine just like sitting here and like hanging out and watching this view? That'd be amazing. This way. I wonder what this cage is for. There's a bed in it and everything. More smoke powder bombs. Okay.
Let's move.
Don't need a handsaw. A walnut. Such a random item. Come, friends. All right.
If your lot have cracked another bloody cask,
Oh, we
They're
cracked
dead,
more than that.
Doppelgängers were using them as bait.
seems they snared more than they could skin in you. Did Geraldus survive?
Alive. But he'll need some time to recover.
I'll tuck the boy up tight till he's ready to get back to harpering. What will you do?
Continue the hunt.
Aye. Silly question, I suppose.
Silly question, I suppose. I want to steal things. But it's a bad idea. I think a lot of these actually just contain things that you buy from him, but you can like steal them instead. Or like, I don't know if any of you have seen this. I found it at one point, and it's the only one I've seen in the whole game. There's a heavy supply pack. So it's 80, oh, I think I can scan it. Yeah, it's 80 camp supplies instead of the usual 40. It's the only one I've seen in the whole game, and you have to steal it in order to get it, and I don't know why it's there. Like, why aren't there more of those? I wonder if that was some kind of, like, scrapped idea for an element or something to have in the game for, like, especially for tactician runs, obviously, because those are, you need 80 camp supplies to sleep.
Who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir. Stop. Inhale through the nose.
Yes, we're back! Welcome in!
Exhale slowly through the mouth.
We're having a meditation moment, apparently.
Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no?
Glorious. Those are some heady top notes. I've smelled better. Incense? I thought someone was burning Rothe shit. What do you have for sale? I'm gonna say glorious. Why not?
Aren't they just...
I like essential oils.
You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir?
Quite the establishment you have here.
I must say, I'm
As she's like
proud
covered
of
in
it.
blood having this conversation. It's great.
The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides.
Let's see what he's got in
Everything
stock.
alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing.
Let's see. Ooh, he has a hyena ear. That sounded so weird. I use them for speed potions, okay? I get very excited whenever I find one after Act 1, because there's no more hyenas. Okay, that's pretty much all I need, I think, right now. Yeah, we're good.
Be sure to savor each purchase.
We shall. I'm actually gonna rob his shop. This is part of my routine at this point, so I'm gonna have, Jaheira talk to him to distract him.
Stop.
You do that. And then I'm going to have Astarion sneak around the shop. I don't have to do this, but I want to do this and get some really good supplies. Also, these crystals are pretty, so mine. There's a gap there I'll have to be careful of. Or not a gap, the opposite of a gap. Opposite of a gap. It's blocking my path, whatever that is. Okay. Doing a sneak. I hate it when you click on a thing and they're like, no, I'm actually gonna go this other direction. I'm like, why? Oh, like this. Oh, careful. There's a tiny bit of red in front of that window. Ooh, nope, 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 don't do it. Don't. Okay. I want this basket, but I feel like I'm gonna regret grabbing that, so I'm not gonna grab it. Okay, let's unsneak. Okay.
Just like old times.
Just like old times. This room is small. Can't reach that for some reason. Okay, I guess that's all I need from in here. And as much as I want to rob this, I can't because it's right in his line of sight. Okay. And then I'm gonna try to pick his pockets. Ooh, some mild larceny. Is that what he said? I kind of want to steal this money. Let's see if I can. It's a 14. It's not that bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, got it. I don't really need anything else from here urgently. Not that I needed any of the other things urgently, but you know what I mean. Maybe this hair? Okay. We're gonna stick with that. We're gonna unsneak. Farendir, come on. We're gonna run away.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
We're gonna run far away, and then we'll get Jaheira out of there. So that way, if anybody gets arrested, it'll just be her. Let's just put him over here.
everything alchemical from Porsche. Be sure to...
Okay. Oh no! Oh no! He knew!
That armor is hard to find.
He immediately said, huh? Pickpocket? Oh no! Oh no, they're running around looking for the culprit! I feel like I need to have my friends come run after me. Come in. Come on.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna wait it out though. Just for a little bit. I know that was like unnecessary stealing, but you know what? Like supplies can be expensive sometimes. I think we're good though. I know. It's like the runaway after stealing things. Oh, I see them walking around up there still. Are they coming this way? Or are they disappearing? I think they just disappeared. Okay, I think we're good. We're gonna go run in here. Oh my god, this guy. I know he's a reference to something, but I don't understand the reference. My partner did, but I forget what he said it was from. You gonna come back out of the doorway? Okay.
Put him up! Put him up!
Put what up? What do you want? It's pronounced grovel afore me or die. I'm gonna say that just because it's hilarious.
Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
More to steal from his supplies behind the shop? Oh yes, yeah, I'll go up there too. I was gonna let the heat die down first and then go into that other shop, or like storage area. I found that once and I was like, ooh, yes, thank you. Why don't you actually fight me and I'll tell you. Here's a tip to get you started. Less talking, more fighting. Follow your dreams and find out. Maybe pick a different career. I could not give less of a shit. I'm gonna say maybe pick a different career.
Whew. I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much. Or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you.
So random.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Goms.
Calm's Goms.
Well, Carmen. What can I do you for?
You've not quite got the pattern nailed yet, Carmen.
If it's empty patty you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro.
I
But
will.
If it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Goms as you covered.
Thanks, but I've got modded clothing. No. Your brother's in danger. I found his name on a serial killer's list. Oh, that's right, I did. I just realized he sounds so weird because he has an American accent. Oh my god, I didn't pick up on that either. That's so true. He's the only one with an American accent in this whole, like, area, at least. If not the whole game. There aren't many people with an American accent in this game.
A killer?
That's wild. I didn't think about that either. That's funny.
I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me.
So you don't get on with your brother?
You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did.
No, but I love him.
He
He's
thinks he's
great.
cocked the bloody walk, that I should give up
Figaro.
my shop and work for family business. For him, dick.
Maybe Figaro wanted his sister close. He just lost her dad after all. I don't know why this conversation. I'm just like poking into people's private affairs. It's just funny.
Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong.
Yeah, see?
Now, you want clothes or not?
She's so
Sounds
angry.
good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit.
I don't think I actually need any of this, but I just wanted to check and make sure. I do like always buying the black and furnace red dye just in case, so I never run out. But yeah, I have so many clothing mods on this playthrough that I don't really need any of this, I don't think. Oh, actually, maybe the dye removers as well. Yep, I think we're good. Cool.
Remember, calms gums, here for all
Yeah,
your needs.
black and furnace red and muddy red are the best dyes in the whole game. Like dyes that come with the game. Let me put it that way. Non-modded dyes. Okay. I think we're good. We're not. I went to go close the doors. God, I do that in real life. I close all doors behind me at all times, so I literally do it in video games as well. Let's find that ladder. Yeah, here it is. Whether you're getting hammered or nailed? Is that what that lady just said? Let's see. I'm gonna go in alone. Oh, wait. No, guys, come up here.
Eager for battle.
I wanted them to come all the way, but...
These things have stayed interesting.
Should probably sneak, huh? Just in case. I'm probably fine. I don't see any... Yeah, there's no red in here, so I think we're good. Sneaking just takes so long. It's like when in video games... Brown fungus, gross. In video games when they make you move slowly or walk slowly for some reason. I get so impatient so quickly. And more ingredients. What are everyone's classes in my party? Farron is a ranger hunter. Ooh, a crystal. Multitasking. Farron's a ranger hunter. Astarion is a rogue thief. I think I made him a thief. Oh no, did somebody see me? No, okay. I was like, I saw all those pop up on the right, and I was like, oh no, what happened? I'm gonna stay away from the window though. Jaheira is a druid, like a moon. What's it called? Druid of the moon. I can't remember what the subclass is called. And then Lae'zel is a fighter.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Battle master. So she's got all the really cool extra attacks and stuff, like special attacks and things. Oh, ads. Oh no. Okay, I think I got everything out of here. Watch me open this and it actually somebody sees me outside. There's nothing even in it. Okay, I give up. Let's go. We're done. We got everything. We stole his entire stock. Let me know when the ad ends and I can repeat what I said if you like. I don't know why that was so funny, seeing Astarion climb down the ladder like that.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
Any job. She does indeed. Bombs, lockpicks, trap disarming kits. I love it. I think I have plenty of those though. How much are these selling for? Okay, you're back. Sweet. I know, sometimes, I swear, the timing. The ads are just like, oh, you asked a question in chat? No. Here's an ad. But no, Farron is a ranger hunter. Astarion's a rogue thief. Lae'zel is a fighter battle master. And then Jaheira is a druid... Circle of the Moon. I couldn't remember what it's called. I knew it had something to do with the moon. But yeah, those are their classes. Okay, we did all of that. I think we're good to move on from this area. I'm questioning myself though, because it feels like there should be more. But we did a lot in this area though, so I think we're good. We talked to Raphael. Maybe we should go do a long rest just to see if there's any other cutscenes so I don't miss any before moving on to Gortash, because Gortash is coming up next. Okay, let me look at my notes. I never look at my notes.
What does it feel like?
We did the circus and all of that. Yeah, I'm so excited to get to the Gortash content. Hey, welcome in. Oh, nice. Yeah, quality looks better. Yeah, I have a hard line now connected to the internet directly, so no more Wi-Fi streaming. And I'm directly streaming through my PlayStation again for now until I figure out a better computer setup too. I'm just gonna try to save up some of that coin so I can get that going. But I'm so excited to be back, and I'm glad you were able to join too. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and do a long rest. Make sure there's no cutscenes we're gonna miss out on, and then we'll move on to Gortash. I really feel like I'm forgetting something though. I hate that feeling. The nymph thingy. I did the nymph thingy at Sharessa's Caress. Yeah, we did Sharessa's Caress. I'm so sad because I love the Sharessa's Caress stuff, but that all was happening while my streams were crashing and freezing at the same time. So I was like, it was a mess, but I did do all that already. The nymph, I love the nymph, like the little like meditation kind of thing she does. It's like, it makes when the narrator starts describing Farron's heartbeat, like in the way it's like, it, slows, and it's just like, it feels like so, kind of euphoric and stuff. And I'm like, and I start feeling it too. I'm like, it's so good. Okay. Oh, look at Gale in his outfit. I forgot I put him in this outfit. Looking very dapper. All right. The statue. Astarion the sensuous. I love that we just have a naked statue of our boy in camp. Oh, let's talk to everybody.
Shapeshifters in the Harpers. My dad always admired their mission. Said they gave up their entire lives so we could live safely and asked for nothing in return. We'll rout them, right?
Oh yeah, you were here for that. Yeah, the controller. Yeah, you can feel the heartbeat in the controller. I love it. I love playing on console so much. Like, even if I was to play like through like, or when I get a whole like streaming setup going, I will probably continue to play through like play as many games as I can through console, because it's just, I just love the like interactivity. It just feels so like to hold a controller and stuff. It feels very good to me. I'm like, I don't know how I could play on with a keyboard and mouse. I wish they would fix the camps so that when you rescue Minthara, that Halcyon would have a camp spot. I know! Our poor homeless boy is just like hanging around in whatever spot he can. This one he's hanging out with Karlach. There's another one he's hanging out with Shadow. Like, the poor boy has no home.
I fought proudly alongside Harpers once. But it seems we cannot place our trust in them now. Not while Orin has their ranks infiltrated.
That being said, though, about playing through like PC or a computer with a keyboard and mouse, that kind of thing, like I do want to have the option. So I am excited to get a streaming setup going like that again, because I want to be able to like have Steam as well, and like get some of those games that are only available through Steam and aren't available on console, because that would be super fun.
The Harpers have been compromised. A balancing
In nature is his home, yes. Roaming free.
Jahira's support has been invaluable. We should return it in kind.
Okay. Shadow. Shadow.
We can't rely on the Harpers. Not when Orin has them infested with shapeshifters. We're on our own. though I suppose we're used to it by now.
She looks so sad. Farron has the best sad face, I swear.
Even the venerable Harpers are compromised by the Absolute's poison. A grim turn of events, but one we must take in our stride.
We must. Tending her little mushroom garden. So cute. It is a mod, yeah. Shadow's outfit is, you can find it in the Fear Taylor mod on console anyway. I'm assuming it's probably the same for PC, but it's part of the Fear Taylor mod, and it's the nymph dress. And then I have it dyed with some kind of modded dye. I just don't remember which one, to be honest.
I have heard much of the cunning and caution of the Harpers. Clearly those tales were exaggerated. Their entire network in the city has been infiltrated and undone by a handful of imposters. Little wonder the surface world is in such disarray, if they are among its protectors.
Okay. Who am I missing? I already talked to Lae'zel and Jaheira, although there might be more dialogue with Jaheira, so I'll talk to her again. I think that's everybody. Yeah. Yeah, playing with mods is so fun. Like, especially the customization mods, especially. Like, I'm still getting used to playing with mods that like alter the game itself, but customization mods have been so much fun. I also have a mod on Farron right now, actually, while we're speaking of mods. It gives her this bite ability, but it's basically a Dark Urge mod called, I think it's called Bloodright Gifts, like this chest is named. But it essentially, it gives you a bunch of powers you can choose from, or not powers, but like abilities and disabilities, both, like disadvantages and advantages, that are in line with like Dark Urge storyline type things. So she's like vulnerable to psychic damage now. She has freak strength, which is awesome because I've always thought like Farron had freak strength, and then I found a mod for it. I'm like, hell yeah. But it's a really cool mod. You should look that up too if you're ever playing Dark Urge.
Yes?
Yeah, it's so cool. I'll show you more of the things next time we're in combat, because some of them triggered while we were fighting, but I didn't point them out, so I'll have to point them out again. You mentioned there might be another way to find Minsk. Oh, another one, sorry, hold on. But another one that I really like that she has now is in combat, if she doesn't make a hit on her turn, so if she misses or whatever and doesn't actually hit anything, she has to roll a dice, or she might get the madness status. So she might go mad for a turn if she doesn't hit anything on her turn, which is wild. So it just adds a whole other element to like the Dark Urge character. And it's so in line, like you can pick and choose which ones you want to add as well from the mod. So highly recommend it. It's so much fun. Another one is when she long rests, she has to roll a d10 to determine if she actually rested or not. And if she didn't, that you get like a no rest status, which gives her disadvantages in certain areas. It's so good. You have a mod in a co-op where Gale has a ring that releases bunnies every time he's struck with an enemy attack. Rabbits are just casually chilling during a fight. Oh my god, wait, is that on console? Like, what's the name of it so I can look and see if it's on console? Because that sounds adorable. I love bunnies. Okay, so a conversation here. You mentioned there might be another way to find Minsk.
There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's do a rest. In chat, you'll love this. I went to a convention a couple weeks ago and there was a booth that had 3D printed Baldur's Gate 3 character statuettes. I bought the only Astarion one and I'm going to paint it. It's 9.5 inches tall. That's so cool. I've seen so many like videos and things online of the like the 3D statues and things of the characters, and I love that. I want to get some of those at some point. I would love to get one done of Farron, honestly. She's my baby girl. Let's see if anybody has anything to say. Nope. Everybody just chilling tonight. Okay. It's called the Ring of Bunnies. I'll have to look it up and see. Or if anything, hopefully they'll make it, they'll alter it for consoles soon, because that sounds like so much fun. I know there's a mod for Gale specifically that will like give him allergies. Like he'll have allergies. So if you like are near certain supplies and things, like you're collecting different flowers or different plants or things to use for your alchemy supplies, he could get like an allergy status and start like sneezing or something. I haven't used it yet, but I want to at some point on like a chaos run. I feel like Gale is the type to have allergies. Oh no, are we hungover? We're hungover! We had a long rest with all alcohol. That's the second time that's happened in this playthrough. That's great. The poor thing. You can DM me a pic of the card on Insta for the group that did it. Yeah, please do. That would be so cool. I want to see that. Oh, my poor girl, she's hungover. Oh, and she got the exhausted status, the no rest status from the mod. So until my next long rest, it says drained after a night of death-drenched dreams. You have a -1 penalty to initiative. Also during combat, you have a chance each turn to suffer dazed, off balance, or weak grip for 1 turn if you fail a DC 7 Constitution saving throw. So that's part of that mod that I was telling you about. And so she's just gonna have a bad day, essentially. The poor thing. It's so on brand though. Like my headcanon for her and stuff was that she barely sleeps. Like, especially at this point in the game. So that's so much fun. Poor thing. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, so we're gonna go meet Gortash. I'm so excited. I'm gonna bring Astarion, I'm gonna bring Karlach, and I'm gonna bring Shadowheart. So let's start swapping people out.
Well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
Join me.
It seems like you have ample company already. Lead the way then.
Nice. Oh, she's leveled up. I need to level her up. And Karlach.
Yeah?
And yes, Karlach's gonna go talk to Gortash in that outfit. He needs to see what he's missing out on.
You know, I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Now we're talking.
Big Mama Karlach. Mama K. Alright, let's level them up real quick. Okay. I'll give her this one, I suppose. I never use those cantrips. Oh, is this the spell I'm thinking of? Greater Restoration. No, it's not. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different spell that you get at level 11, I think. Okay, and I guess we'll add something random like this on there. That'll work. So many spells. I'm like, I use half of those spells. Oh my gosh, her mismatched armor. Because I never have her armor showing. I always have just her modded outfit showing. Forgot what I actually had on her. Okay.
Mind, never quiet.
I am going to put Farron in a fancier outfit, I think. Better than this, it looks fancy. On her, anyway. Let's do the ocean color. She's got so much stuff. Oh, she's also got Jahira's outfit. I need to change that. Yeah, look at her. Hell yeah. She looks cute. She's like both fancy and will take you out at the same time in this outfit. What was I doing? Jahir's outfit. That's right. I was gonna move that to Jahir's inventory. But the mod though, that Dark Urge mod, gives her that one of the things gives her freak strength. It's called. It doubles your carrying capacity. So her carrying capacity right now is 880 pounds. It is so extreme. But I also have her strength at 18. So she's already strong, and then that just made her doubly strong. Okay. I'll leave Shadowheart in that outfit. She just looks so good in that outfit. She's gonna run around everywhere in that. Let's go. Let's save it, and then let's go.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
All the shouting. Just like the load screens, I'm just listening. Like, so funny, all the things they say. Hey friends.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
She sounds so bored. See this? I've been invited to the ordination.
Hey.
Leans in real close.
Last door on the right. Go on.
Aw, that's so cute. Make merry.
Over the gates. Special permission.
I've passed, like, on my personal playthrough, I did a roll. It was a, like, deception roll that said, oh, let me through. What? The bridge is broken. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. I passed it. It was like a 30 roll to deceive the guard into thinking that Farron. The line was something like, "I'm here to like defend Gortash or protect Gortash or something," and she's like, "How many bloody bodyguards does that man need?" It was really funny. All right, here we go.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished.
I had a
Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Oh man, here we go.
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
We're gonna go meet baby girl Gortash. Oh no. The autosave failed. That was weird. I will need to look at that.
Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Old friend, huh? Yeah, I know, exactly. I'm like, Okay, I need to see why the autosave failed. I have so many saves, you guys. Like, I have so many Farron playthroughs right now. I don't think I had any other... Oh, I have an autosave here I can get rid of. I think. Maybe. Yeah, see, I should have plenty of autosave files, so I don't know why that failed. It didn't say it was out of space, just that it failed. I'll delete this one. Okay. Weird. Anyway, Garlic, baby girl, yuck. Oh, Mizora.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really.
A travesty.
He's upstairs in Worms Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Come on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate
not
for
this
him
time.
to miss the fun.
Sorry, not this time. We're not bringing Will. Oh wait, do they have anything to say about that?
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore...
Here we go! We'll go march in like we own the place.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
What about my own emotions? Let's see. Persuasion. Careful, Karlach. We can't risk a confrontation here. Let's do that. It's an 18! I should be fine, but just in case. I got a 9! That's not good. There we go. Dear Emperor, don't tell me what to do. Emperor, emotions are trivial. Be unlimited like me. Tepid regards, me.
So bide our time.
Y'all are
But make
amazing.
no mistake, that monkey is mine.
That monkey is mine.
An old acquaintance has come to pay their respects.
My respects. You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my beat up your...
My favorite assassin.
Oh.
I'm so glad you've returned to my side.
What? You know each other.
We have important matters to address. My reunion with Karlach can wait.
Oh, damn. Brutal. Wait, you know me as well as Karlach? Don't talk to me, talk to her. What business have you with me? Enough talk. It's time you paid for what you did to Karlach. I'm gonna say, wait, you know me as well as Karlach.
Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite lost, aren't they? Orin told me she'd made a fool of you. To think you and Karlach traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest you were one of my nearest and dearest.
His nearest and dearest, you guys.
It's about time, I think.
Oh, man. Jason Isaacs is at the con you're at? That's awesome.
I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated.
What does the cult of the Absolute have to do with this? What was my role in this plan? I'm gonna say what was my role in this plan. Nearest and dearest, I don't even know who you are. Exactly.
In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
Yeah.
It was all
Pretty much.
going so well.
That's how religion works.
Until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
You misread me. I've come to end this evil plot. You're mistaken if you think I can control myself. I'm back now and a reckoning awaits. How dare Orin take my place? I'll make her pay. I don't remember a thing, but the plan sounds brilliant. I'm going to say you're mistaken if you think I can control myself.
Have you gone soft?
Don't get that close to her.
I believe one's true nature always rises to the top. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect.
His eyes are so dark.
It's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Kicks feet, twirls hair. What kind of partnership do you have in mind? I want to avenge myself. I want to strike at Orin. I'm a changed person. I'm not siding with you ever again. Why is the Crown failing? I'm going to ask questions. Why is the Crown failing?
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
What kind of partnership do you have in mind?
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous.
There's Shadow and Astarion holding holding Karlach back in the background. It's like she's just asking questions.
Mine are of particular interest to her.
I'm not afraid of her. What are you getting at? If she wants my blood, she'll have to find me first. Perhaps she and I can be allies. I'm not afraid of her. What are you getting at? I'm going to say, what are you getting at?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal.
What do you propose? You show proper respect. Good. It's going to take a lot to make me trust you. I'm going to say that one.
Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit.
So many things going on in this poor girl's head right now.
And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Thanks for your uninvited input, Emperor.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Orin betrayed me and you did nothing to help me then. What's changed? I seem to have trusted you once and it ruined me. I'm not about to repeat that mistake. I'm gonna start with this question. What's changed?
We would not meddle in each other's affairs. This was our agreement. She came to us as Baal's chosen. We are but servants to our lords.
So you just gave up on
Your
Farron?
presence here
Jesus.
means your lord sees a purpose for you yet. I tolerated Orin, but I liked you.
Uh-huh. I seem to have trusted you once and it ruined me. I'm not about to repeat that mistake. I can also do an insight on him. Let me try. I'm gonna do a save. Let me try detecting his thoughts. Hey, got it.
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. She keeps her word, I keep mine. We will rule as one.
Interesting. Saves come till you die. Yeah, no, literally. I'm like in the middle of conversations, in the middle of combat. I'm like saves coming all the time. Okay. So that dialogue that he was just thinking actually seemed like it was more from a Tav playthrough than a Dark Urge one, because it's the same. It's like the same dialogue, but it's almost like he doesn't know Farron as well as he should as Dark Urge. So that was interesting. But he does plan to rule together, apparently. I seem to have trusted you once and it ruined me. I'm not about to repeat that mistake.
I am not Orin. I know the value of alliance. Bane teaches his followers to reward those who support his chosen, not to betray them. You and I always knew we could only stand against the world united. Orin's blind ambition failed us. She compromised you just when success seemed certain. Ketherick, his obsession with his daughter made him lose all hold on reason. They floundered, even as they tried to rise above us. We will not, cannot make that mistake if we come together in trust.
All right. I'll think about it. No promises.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
How am I supposed to find Orin if she can change her form so easily? Surely your steel watch can handle Orin. Why do you need me? Say that.
Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friendship?
Friendship, How am I supposed to find Orin if she can change her form so easily?
Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it?
I love that the idea that he's never been to Baal's Temple, so him and Dark Urge working together, like Dark Urge always came to him, which is interesting. Do you remember how to find it? No.
A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies.
I must go.
Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
All right, I wouldn't dream of missing it. Fine, let's get it over with. Yeah, I'm gonna say fine. Let's get it over with.
You will follow me and you will show due respect.
Yes, Daddy.
Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith
So
and fealty
slow.
to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Say nothing.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Why is it the most bad guys are charismatic as fuck that they're and they're hot, but you want wait?
The steel watch
Charismatic as fuck that they're hot, but you want to punch them at the same time.
on any who would diminish our
I feel that for real.
And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
The thing is, if they weren't charismatic, nobody would follow them. If they were just straight evil, they were like, you know, had zero charisma, like all that, like nobody would actually follow them. So they have to have charisma. Okay. Oh, Karlach. Poor baby girl. Let's do a save. Oh, real quick, just a little shameless self-promo. Since we're on the subject of Gortash and all that, I do have a series of Gortash and Farron fanfiction that I've posted on Archive of Our Own. I have it linked on my Twitch. If you want to go find it, I would drop a link. I need to set up the bot so I can just drop a link in the chat. But yeah, my archive, my AO3 is linked on my Twitch. If you want to go find those Farron and Gortash fanfics, they're really good, if I do say so myself. Like, they're my favorite ones I've written so far, I think. And it just gives some insight into my canon for their backstory. They're called Fragmented Memories, if you want to find them in my works on there. Highly recommend. And thank you if you do decide to check them out. All right, Karlach, what you got?
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
He seemed like an absolute fraud in a very nice coat. Frankly, I'm impressed. He's wormed his way into the most powerful position in Baldur's Gate. I can't wait to flatten him. I'm going to say he seemed like an absolute fraud in a very nice coat.
Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is?
Evidently not. When people are scared, they'll do whatever it takes to feel safe. People are mostly fools. I'm going to say the second one.
And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Oh, Karlach. In chat, I feel like I've read a couple of your Astarion ones, but I'm going to reread those and then read these. Also sent you the card on Insta. Oh, thanks for sending me that on Instagram. But yeah, no, I have a bunch of Astarion and Farron ones, Astarion and my other OC, Ren, their romance. Most are very smutty, I will say. But yeah, and the Gortash ones, there are warnings on those because the content gets much darker than what I normally write. So just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I appreciate you checking them out. Okay, that was not Karlach. Do you have anything else to say?
There we have it.
Yeah.
You were working with Gortash. You were a chosen of Baal. I guess you still are. I want to say it doesn't make sense.
But it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I should have seen it earlier. All the signs were there. I don't want to talk now. Give me time. A lot of it.
Aww. It hurts. It hurts so much. Especially, Farron and Karlak having, they were romancing at one point early in the game, and I was just like, I do this to myself, you guys.
So, it was you who got us into this mess. All along, we were traveling with the creator of the Absolute. I won't lie. I am a little impressed. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be stuck in Cazador's kennels.
True.
So, thank you for being that evil bastard.
For being that evil bastard. I love that response so much. Yeah, I'm fully cheering her on at this point. It's like, oh yeah, I would have been stuck with Cazador still if not for you, which is huge. Like, that's a huge thing. I know, I love him so much.
Burdened with secrets. Seems I was very mistaken. All this time we've been fighting and fleeing from the Absolute, and we've one of their figureheads in our midst.
It's not her fault.
But I can hardly hold that against you. You seemed as surprised as I was. If you're able to resist your urges, then surely you can resist the lure of past allegiances also.
Yeah, everybody's so pissed at you, but you don't remember shit. Like, literally, I know. The poor thing, she's like, I literally just found out I'm apparently friends, or, was in a romance with Gortash. Like, she's just as boggled by all of this as everyone else. Give her a break. Yeah, Shadowheart is more understanding. Like, I feel like most of them are a little bit more understanding. Karlak, obviously, she has every reason to be angry. Like, I do not blame her for that at all. But yeah, there are some people where I'm just kind of like, or some companions that I've had that follow-up dialogue with, and I'm just like, really? You're gonna be this hypocritical right now? Like, come on. Not even hypocritical, but just not understanding at all. Like, she's shown that she's not the person she used to be,
Dearest Karlak, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
Oh! God damn, Karlak, get it! It's so good. This is like when everyone found out about Gale's orb and they were also offended. Like, we didn't all start with secrets. I know, especially Astarion being like, who keeps a secret like that from his friends? Can't trust anyone. And I'm like, sir, you tried to bite me in the middle of the night. What are you talking about?
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done. And do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Okay. Let's talk to Raven Guard over here.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn?
I'm here to help you, Floric sent me. Indeed, the Absolute will bring glory upon this fair city. New dawn, is that what you call the tyranny the Absolute brings to Baldur's Gate? Or Baldurian, by the gods, what have they made of the city's great hero? I'm gonna say New Dawn. Is that what you call the tyranny the Absolute brings to Baldur's Gate?
Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant.
Yeah, Lae'zel's the only one that didn't have any secrets for real.
Suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright.
Although Karlach didn't really either.
Heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
Okay.
Be in awe,
I
truest
feel like
soul.
there needs to be more to that conversation.
The new dawn will rise.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm here to help you. Floric sent me.
Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
When he says punished, do you think he means locked up or brutally murdered?
I was really hoping I was going to get his line. Well, brutally murdered. Oh, I can do the connection to his parasite. I'm going to do that. Let me do a save. It's a 2. I got a 7. Nice.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready?
Don't you understand? You're infected with an illithid parasite.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
Help me.
It's like the Emperor's like poking him.
Tadpole seizes.
Poking his tadpole.
Stills. Ravengard's empty eyes meet yours.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
Okay. In chat, his one-off lines kill me. Have you seen his line? If you make him go on stage with dribbles, yes. Oh my god, I have that whole clip up on my YouTube channel actually of like making him go up on stage. It's so funny. I always feel so bad, so I never leave it canon because I'm just like, oh, the poor boy really didn't want to go up on stage. I'm going to fucking kill you. Oh man. Okay. Call on your tadpole. Explore Ravengard's uncertainty. You recorded it and have it saved? Absolutely.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Illithids.
All his
But
best lines are
beyond the
saved in my
terror,
content.
There is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city.
Or in my
applauded
collection.
By the people. A people at peace.
The true Ravengard is still clinging on somewhere in that mine. It might not be too late for him.
Have we finished then?
They all have their eyes closed. Yeah, we're finished. Okay. Are most of my AO3 stories one-shots or like long ones? They're all one-shots right now. I know at some point I'd like to do more with all of that. And I know I've gotten a few requests to have like a whole like written like Farron's whole adventure, like it written out in my own way. So we'll see, because I know I want to be able to do more with Farron at some point, because she's turned into such like she's my favorite OC, and like even if it was something like her own original story at some point, like a book or something, who knows. But yeah, for now all my AO3 stories are one shots. They're my favorite kind to write. Okay, I think we're good in this area. We could talk to a bunch of people, but just a bunch of NPCs.
What are they thinking? Giving a fellow like that such power? I give him a year at most.
Valid.
The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
Ooh, I see. That sounds like a particular... never mind. I was going to make some comments about politics in America, but I'm going to just avoid that.
Away, if you please.
I am here at the service of Lady Birch.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Some of these voices, I'm just like, oh, it's so good. And like the character designs, I just love looking at them all. That's so cool. In chat, how hard is it to come up with them? I've been trying to figure out a good one to write for my OC and Astarion, but I get so nervous. I feel that. I'm like, the first one I put out was like just this random idea I had. It was such a, like, it was a very, very short, like, I don't even remember how many words it was. It was probably under or around 500 words or something. But it was just this idea I had of Farron being depressed at camp. You know, because everything going on, they were in the Shadow Cursed lands, and I was like, you know what? That's the idea. She's depressed at camp. And so I was like just kind of pulling inspiration from the game on like what all the other companions were doing. There was no dialogue in that one. It was just very much like movement and what everyone was doing and how like Astarion was like observing her from across camp and stuff like that. So maybe just start very small with something and work up from there. Another thing that I recommend that I do is I will take a scene from the game and just put my own spin on it. So the most recent one that I did was the first romance scene with Astarion, you know, where normally they're out in the woods and that whole scene takes place. But I put my own spin on it, and it's very different from how it was, but I incorporated a lot of the lines from the game and just kind of just reimagined the thing entirely, and I really like how that one came out too. But so that's maybe where I would start, like start small, but also take scenes from the game and just kind of put your own spin on it, how you headcanon how it played out. I feel like that would probably be the easiest, as opposed to like trying to invent a whole new scene for them altogether to start with. Yeah, so maybe start there. All right, let's go talk to Mizora, who's probably still waiting down here for us.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated.
I swear, that confused me so bad the first time. I was like, I literally just saw him a second ago. Like, where'd he go? Yeah, literally, that was fast. I thought Gortash would have had more use for the Duke in Worm's Rock.
I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it. Ravenguard's good as dead. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something, don't you?
I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Okay.
Will ought
NPC
to know
in
what
the
happened
background.
with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
Karlach.
Mizora. I take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
Good point, good point. In chat, have you noticed that even if you break the contract but still rescue him, they still act like Will is going to still be hers when he dies? I haven't gotten that in my game. Like, that's usually the path I always take, is I have him break the contract and then still rescue his father later. But then I always send him to the Hells with Karlach, so I don't, maybe it makes it different if you don't send him to the Hells with Karlach? I'm not sure. That's interesting, though. That sounds like a bit of a bug. Because he broke, the contract's broken, so
Mizora
I don't know.
visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
Okay. Well, let's talk to this group.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers,
They don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining? It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about.
Yeah, maybe I'm just, I wasn't reading enough into it. You may not be reading too much into it. I may not have read enough into it, so we'll see once I get back to that point with everybody's comments and camp and things, and see what that, see what we get out of that, because I'm curious now. I'm going to keep that in mind. I couldn't feel safer. Have you seen how big they are? We shouldn't trust them. They'll turn on all of you eventually. I've seen the Absolute's army. Nowhere's safe, Steelwatch or not. Or they're a blunt tool for more subtle quarry. For more subtle quarry, they'd be useless. That's a fun line. Let's use that. That's a ranger response.
They're a true miracle of engineering.
Ha! It'll be a miracle if they're still working in a 10-day.
It's right after you rescue the Duke and talk to him in camp. Okay, I'll have to pay attention then at that point and see what they all say.
Exiles, cast out by their own city. You hear? Milady says Absolute's army's on the march. Those watchers will hold the line. You best believe.
They're all in such denial.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Was that Zevlar's voice again? That's funny. Alright. That's done. Let's not accidentally steal anything like idiots. Let's go ahead and go back to camp. I know we don't technically need to long rest, but I want to long rest so we can get some of the upcoming cutscenes. Also talk to everyone about what just happened. Oh, I need to give her weapon back. I've done that before, where I'll take off the weapon just for aesthetics, and then I forget to put it back on. It's not a great thing to forget. There, she's back in her comfy clothes.
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit.
Jaheira just wants to attack Mizora. Will, buddy, what you got?
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Mizora to Will.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mizora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Mizora's up to nothing good, that's for certain. I have no idea, but I can't wait to find out. Tomorrow night, if we're lucky. Your father's involved, which means it's worth hearing her out. Where's Gortash taking your father, do you think? I'm gonna say this third one. Your father's involved, which means it's worth hearing her out.
Mizora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mizora. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
See, I always wondered how everyone was able to walk around without their armor for cutscenes, and it wasn't until, like, your 5th playthrough you found out you could toggle the outfits. Oh, it's great. No, there's so many things. I've heard of people who didn't realize that you could hide the helmets, so they were, like, putting helmets on and like, to help, like, defend them, but it was ruining the look of the characters, and I'm like, oh man, you can hide them. But they changed where it is on console anyway, so, like, it pulls up this whole menu now instead of just, like, you know, before you could just hit triangle on PlayStation and it would hide it, but it brings up a whole menu now. But yeah, you get to just run around in whatever outfit you choose. It's so easy to miss so many things though in this game. It's huge. There's so many cool things that they added.
What fun I would have if I could play with Will, as Mizora does.
Oh, that was you the whole time for everything. Oh no! Wait, if Minthara just say, what What fun I could have if I could play with Will as Mazorna? I'm sorry, Dommy Mommy. Oh man, do you know anything about Gortash?
He is rather fond of himself. If he truly intends to be the savior of Baldur's Gate, perhaps he has reason to be.
He won't save the city, we will. Gortash is no savior, he's a tyrant. The greatest threat to the city is the Elder Brain that Gortash unleashed. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
True. His mistake was choosing the wrong allies. Ketheric was reliant on his
Can't
god
buy that
instead of
Gortash
his own
confidence,
strength.
exactly.
And Orin does not understand power and control. Only blood.
A man who... Drow are matriarchal in society? Yes, they are. They're used to stepping on men. A man who chooses his allies so poorly cannot be trusted to rule. We would make better allies than Ketheric and Orin. Gortash is just another obstacle in our path. We will kill him. I don't really like any of those responses, but I'm going to say the third one.
Given his position in the city's power structure, that may be easier said than done.
Valid.
I advocate for caution. I am reluctant to share power. But if he is amenable to it, an alliance with Gortash may be beneficial. Together, we can teach this city to fear us. And that is just the beginning. When we have all three Netherstones and control the Elder Brain, all of Faerun will have reason to fear us.
I don't know why she looks like she's covered in blood for some reason. I can't pull her up in the menu because she's not in my party, but she had like blood on her face. And I know like there's a bug where there'll be blood. Yeah, you can barely see it on her back there. There's blood on her camp clothes constantly for some reason. But I didn't think it was on her body too. That's such a random bug. Oh, Gale. Let's talk to Gale.
Whatever business Will has with Mazora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can afford it.
I'm gonna pick up the boys. I'm gonna have Astarion, Gale, and Will in my party for a bit.
Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
We'll need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Wonderful. Lead on, then.
Nice. Okay, talk to all of them. Let's talk to Halsin.
Mazora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to.
And Lae'zel.
A devil will come for her due. Mazora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
Is that a Halsin tent? I'm way too invested on him getting a tent. For real. I know there's always like, where did you see it? I'm trying to figure out where it is, but there's always like a random tent in camp, and I'm like, I always pretend it's like, it was supposed to be Tav's or Dark Urge or whoever, your main character's tent, because your main character doesn't get a tent either. But I know, we really need to get this poor man a tent. Did you know about the soap you can buy from Mattis that cleans everyone and it never gets used up? Oh yeah, you can find those throughout the game. You don't have to buy them just from Mattis. Like, I have a bar of soap here, and then I also have, where is it? I may have actually sold it, but you can find like a bucket of sponges as well to use. I may not have it on me. I usually have a soap and a sponge dish, but I think I just have the one this time. But yeah, you face palmed again. I know, but yeah, that's so helpful. You can also use Shadow's create water spell, and if you like drop water on them, like it'll clean them off. So they give you ways to clean off, thankfully, because Jesus, you can get so dirty in this game. I love it though, honestly. Halsin could come live down here in these stables. Alright, let's long rest. Oh wait, Karlak, are you feeling better?
Hey, soldier.
Not yet, apparently. Okay. I mean, she sounded happy, but she has nothing else to say. If there's bad dirty and good dirty? Yep. Why are my saves failing? This is strange. That's not good. Let me see if I can do a hard save. Oh no, it's not saving. That's new. I've never had that happen before. I wonder if it's something to do with the mods, but I haven't added any new mods. Interesting. Well, I'm scared. Let me try making a new save if I have the room for it. No, it won't save at all. Oh no, you guys. This is interesting. Okay, we'll just keep going and see if it auto-saves the next day. But yeah, that's really weird that it's not letting me save. I was quick saving out and about, like when we were out in the scene with Gortash, obviously, and things like that. Okay. Let's just not fuck up. She's so cute. Well, that's what I thought. I thought maybe it was there were too many saves, but it's not letting me do any saves, and usually it says there's no space. So the fact that it's just giving me an error is weird. I've never seen that happen before. But I can go back and delete some quick saves I have.
Sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Bunch of sexy devils in camp.
I've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
And just what are you up to? Oh no, they're hot. Yep. So what are you up to? Interesting. I don't recall sending out invitations to the Sisters of Justice. Please, introduce me to your friends. No, I'm going to say just what are you up to?
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
What are you proposing? Then break it already. Will doesn't need to wait 6 months. I'm gonna let him handle it. I'm gonna remain silent.
Yet no contract is ended without sacrifice, Will. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora!
You asshole!
Mama K getting protective. Okay, let's ask questions first. What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Save your father, Will. The city will need him to help rebuild. Do the right thing. Give your soul so that your father can live. Break the pact. You deserve your freedom. Let your father die. I'm going to tell him to break the pact.
You damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Oh, Will.
Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good.
Of course she will.
Just for the entertainment.
And to try to get in Farron's pants. Oh man. Okay, I want to try to figure out the save issue really quick. Let me try doing a save again just to see what happens. Okay, it's saved. Now real quick, I'm gonna reload because I want to see if maybe, I don't know what would have triggered it, that error, but let me go ahead and load it and see if maybe that'll fix it going forward, because I'm not out of space with my saves, so I'm very confused on what's going on. Hopefully none of the mods are breaking it, but like I said, I didn't add any new mods, so I don't know what's going on with that. That's a new error to me. In chat. Now it's either talking with everyone now or after you save as dad that I get the weird convos. Okay, yeah, I'll see with these conversations if it's any of these. Well, let's talk to Will first since he's got the exclamation mark above his head. Oh wait, hold on. Let me do a quick test save. Okay, quick save saved. Worked. I don't know what that error was about, but let's hope it doesn't keep up.
Gods. I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
It's a little late for remorse, don't you think? You're your own man now, Will. It's better this way. Fantastic power play. I'm gonna say this one. I thought you never regretted taking the pact.
I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baldur's Gate safe from Tiamat's rage. But that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. That I was content to lap up whatever nonsense Mizora fed me.
Kinky.
The leash has been broken and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name.
She looks
now
so
lives
beautiful in
solely
this
with
light.
me.
Jesus Christ.
I will make it count for something.
Yeah, Minthara wants to leash him. It's like if you're missing the leash, Will, you can just go head over to Minthara. Your father's not dead yet, Will. Maybe there's a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
I'm laughing at chat, not what Will's saying right now. Will's like saying these very dramatic things, and I'm like just What's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain.
Okay. Where did Mizora go? Usually she's hanging out right here by Will. Actually, I have a personal playthrough that I was playing the other day, and she couldn't... Oh, she's over here. She couldn't decide where she wanted to be in camp. She literally kept pacing back and forth. It was hilarious. I was like, why are you doing this? Now she's over here for some reason. Oh, man.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
You forced Will to make an impossible choice. Will's not a child. You need to start treating him with respect. I can't believe Will actually sacrificed his father to save himself. That's it then. Duke Ravengard's dead. So blunt. No tent for you, Mizora. Exactly. If Halsin doesn't get a tent, neither do you. You forced Will to make an impossible choice. I'll say that.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But
he's got to choose himself at some point.
What does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power?
The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
No. She angry. She wants revenge. You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one.
Yes, I am. Thank you for
I'd
noticing.
thought you figured by now. Zariel found new use for an
Zariel.
The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 Hells of Beator. Each its own domain. Each with its own archdevil.
I just hear the way she says it in the romance scene. She's like,
Beator.
Beator.
My mistress Zariel's realm. A torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
No. Is that an invitation? You never told me how the Absolutists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
Yes, Farron is quite the gentleman. If you're going to be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. In chat, God, I want another Baldur's Gate game where you can meet up with everyone like years later and just take the relationships from the previous games and have it be incorporated into the new one. That would be so fucking cool. I'm like, I don't know where the Baldur's Gate franchise is going to go since Larian isn't like creating future games for Baldur's Gate, but it would be so cool though if like the Baldur's Gate story did continue even with another gaming company and everything, developers. Like if they incorporated some of the characters, like Arabella could show up again, you know, things like that. But how cool would it be if it was like Mass Effect, where the you can continue depending on how your decisions were, like you can continue the story from there. It'd be so cool. And I agree, I would fucking kill for that.
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pack, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, It leaves you with nothing.
Okay, so his comment was pretty normal. Nothing pertaining to Will's soul still being Mizora's. Yeah, the tiefling kids all grown up and Mole took over the Nine Fingers. Yeah, that would be so cool.
Patricide is often the first step toward greatness. But I hope Will does not regret sacrificing his infernal powers.
Okay. Pretty normal stuff. Oh, Shadow. I missed Shadow.
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the Pact is worth it to him.
Yeah, so far the comments are all normal. So if anything, maybe later on the comments are messed up, or maybe it was the playthrough you had that was messed up. Because I've had playthroughs where they make the wrong comments depending on your choices. Like it acts like you made a different choice. It's not in every playthrough though. It's weirdly just in some of them.
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
Astarion approves. Halcyon?
Will sacrificed his own father. A hard choice, but not one that is unknown in nature. At times a seedling must strangle the very tree that bore it, if it's to survive.
Lae'zel.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
Will do, Lae'zel. Lae'zel has spoken. Karlach. You forgot that's what Halcyon said? Yeah.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago.
Oh, this one's messed
Such
up.
a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will Ravengard.
Yeah, I remember I had a playthrough where I noticed Karlach's comment was messed up. So it's hers specifically, where she thinks you convinced Will to give himself to Mizora. So, there we go. That's where it is. But don't worry, Karlach. We saved him. Will's fine. Yeah, no, you're not crazy. Yeah, I just remembered when she started talking, I was like, oh yeah, there was like one playthrough I had gotten where that comment was messed up for some reason.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark.
And that one sounds kind of like she's saying we gave Will to Mizora, but not quite. I think she's just saying if he regrets his decision to give up his father. You sound like you speak from experience. I'd hoped we'd find another way to free him from his pack. He sacrificed his father. Do you really believe he deserves our comfort? I mean, Farron, darling, you convinced him. According to the game rules. I'm going to say the second one. I hoped we'd find another way.
Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily.
Ooh. She gonna go sneak up on Mizora. Yeah, learning about Jaheira's past from her house, meeting her kids and everything, it's so cool. It was such a fun thing to stumble on the first time I found that. Okay, I think I've talked to everybody. I made the rounds. It's kind of hard to make the rounds in an order that makes sense in this camp. Like, in the original camp, you could literally just kind of run in a circle and talk to everyone, and I guess you kind of could here too, but they're so spread out. I end up doing a zigzag instead. Yeah, and her secret grove, it's so pretty beneath her house. It's a very pretty area. Okay, let's see if quick saves work. Yes! And let's go to sleep. Actually, I don't need to use all those camp supplies. They didn't do anything. I just wanted the cutscenes. Nice, autosave worked. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the mission we were completing or something was messing with the saves and the mods involved, and who knows. But at least as long as it's saving now, I was like, damn, if I do all this and then I can't get it to save, I'm gonna have to redo it in my own time. But we're good. Okay, let's see. What am I doing next? I talked to Gortash. Oh, we're moving on. We're moving on to the lower city at this point. There, got her dressed for the day. Yeah, I think I'll run around for a second and make sure I did everything before moving on, but I think we're good to move on to the lower city. Fuck yeah. That music.
I'm telling you.
Nah, they're harmless. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Yeah, let's run back this way, just see if there's anything we missed. I don't think so, though. I think we're good. And we can come back if I did miss anything, but I like to be thorough.
As if any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine seeing him.
Okay, we did all of that.
Leather-like. And their virility.
And their virility. Just listening to all the conversations.
Also has roots.
Okay.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Yeah, we did all these things. Maybe there's a couple things we missed out in Rivington, or the Rivington area, but we're good. Let's continue on. Oh no, I forgot. I just remembered, I have to rescue Floric. I hope it's not too late. I completely forgot about Floric. God damn it. Let's go break into the prison. I knew there was something. Oh, man. In chat, the biggest thing I have is that very few of your party have a true happy ending for their backstories, except for Gale, Halson, and the non-romanceable NPCs, if you think about it. Resist Dirge has a happy ending. But I see your point. A lot of them are kind of like bittersweet endings. I hope Floric's still alive. Oh, man.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Trade.
He said I want to trade.
This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist.
Deception. Lord Gortash himself told me to speak with you about my requirements. Were you not informed? I'm gonna go ahead and do that one because that's funny. Oh, it's only a 10. That's not even that bad. Oh, unless I get an 8. Oops. Shadow, help me out.
Course I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more of those mechanical monstrosities to tell me. I suppose you can take a look, but make it quick.
Yay! More smoke powder arrows I haven't used yet. I think it takes a few days for her to potentially die, but I don't know. I usually grab her fast. I know I usually do it right after the coronation, but I completely forgot. We'll find out. Okay, let's see if I can sell her any of these armors. Nice. Thanks, friend.
Stay sharp, stranger. In these times, all we can trust are the blades in our hands.
Nothing's not for sale.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened.
Okay.
And we'll be home in no time.
Oh, I meant to pick up Will to bring with me. I forgot. Oh well. Sleeping guard.
The guard is fast
I
asleep.
don't have to talk to her,
breathing
but
a
it's a funny
tendy.
conversation.
Eat all the onions.
Perception. Listen closely to the guards babbling. How long am I streaming for? I'm streaming for, I usually max it out at 3 hours, so another half hour? Shadow, help. Nice, nat 20.
Old man Otto. Back here again. Cell stinks like an old cabbage. 3 bowls of the stew.
Gonna wake her up.
What now? Goodness, how embarrassing. I had a heavy lunch.
Yes, you were thinking about onions and cabbage, apparently.
Wormsrot prison. The 5th nail, we jail. What's your business?
I'm here to see Old Man Otto. See, this is another thing where it's like it's a reference to something else, but I'm not quite sure what. But there is a prisoner called Old Man Otto in the prison. I'm here to see Old Man Otto. He's my father.
Your father? Not much of a family resemblance.
Smile.
Second cell on the right. And you tell him no seconds for supper. This here's a prison, not an inn. Hang on, I'll let you through.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, in you go. And don't feed the prisoners. Makes them cocky.
Don't feed the prisoners. Otto's irresistible dance. Maybe there's a relation to that? I don't know. That's an interesting theory. But yeah, this guy over here. Otto Ott.
What's up for discussion?
What do you want?
Not your attitude, that's for certain. To help you escape if I can. I'll say that one.
I don't need to escape. I've got food, water, privacy, and I mean to keep it that way.
So grouchy. Alright. Yeah, so I don't know what that's supposed to be, but... Yep, looks like a dancer. Absolutely. Okay, let me put on a ring of invisibility so I can use it on Floric. Just ends up in jail for the free room and board.
You're too late.
It's over.
Sad when you find more food and boarding in prison than you do in real life. It's really sad. Counselor, what happened to you? I don't understand. What do you mean? You're talking drivel. I'm getting you out of here. I'm gonna say what happened to you.
The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravengard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns.
5 dawns. That's what it was. For some reason, I thought it was like somebody had said that she was going to be executed the next day, like after the coronation. So that's why I was like, that wouldn't be good. But we're good. We're fine. We had time. Persuasion. I'm breaking you out. Baldur's Gate needs you. Ravengard needs you. Oh, I'm going to use this one. Ravengard's not lost. I felt him reach out to me.
You felt him?
Mm-hmm.
Extraordinary. Maybe what is lost can be found. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten.
Wise,
no
honestly.
More sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades.
Agreed. I'll find a way to unlock your cell.
Hurry.
Will do. This man is right here. Let's do a save. Okay, once he's out of the way. Should be good.
Come on, open up.
Nice, that 28. She's gotten so good at this. Okay. Hold on. Oh, pause. Invisibility. Here it is. Okay, and now we should be good. Run! This part's always so stressful. Like, don't anyone detect her! I know they won't, but it's still scary. Also the load screens, and I think the time keeps running on the spell. We'll see. Yep, it does. Oh my god, I lost 2 turns. Okay, come on. 3 turns?
I'm not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and leave the Steel Watchers to theirs.
Okay, there we go.
Far enough.
Jeez, barely made that one.
I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
She really needs a bath. Her hair's red. It's so dirty. It's the least I could do. You've proven a vital ally. What will you do now? I'll say you've I'll say what will you do now?
I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
There we go. Okay. Well, that was more stressful than I'd like. I was sure the time was going to run out. I'm like, I can't sprint in this game. Alright, let me look at my journal again. Make sure I'm good here before moving on. Consider Gortash's bargain, disable the Steel Watch, investigate the murders. That continues on in the lower city. Gather your allies. Free Counselor Floric. Avenge the Iron Hands, aid the Underduke. Oh, nine fingers. We'll get to that. Find Dribbles. We'll see if we find all his parts. If not, oh well. Suspicious Toys. Oh yeah, we did that one. Cazador's Palace. Okay, yeah, no, we're doing good. All right, let's move on to the lower city. Venture forth. I'm gonna mute myself a second so I can take a drink of my drink. Need that caffeine. Have I let him ascend in any playthroughs? Not officially, no. I let him ascend for content because I need that spicy scene, you know, to pretend it's unascended Astarion. Astarion. But yeah, I haven't done it canon yet. I want to do like a solid evil Dark Urge, like embrace Dark Urge playthrough, and I would let him ascend in that. But otherwise, I'm like, I can't let my smushy, adorable spawn Astarion go. But I do have a hard save in one of Farron's playthroughs where I had let him ascend so that I can get content things if needed. All right, we're in the lower city. Fuck yeah.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
She and Farron have that in common. Baldurian, it's good to be back. Better than hating the place without remembering why. I'm gonna say that.
I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
Cool. Alright. In chat, have you done the workaround for saving Alfira in a dirge run? I haven't. I know what it is, and I know that there's a mod now on console where it does it for you, and it just automatically replaces her with Quill, the Dragonborn bard that will show up in her place. But nah, I let it play out naturally with Alfira because it hurts more. It's more impactful when you know the person.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a Tressum for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
Aw, sweet Gale. So sweet. What's the workaround? Wolfwitch, would you like to explain for Super Sailor Mars and chat in general?
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight.
Aww.
You can forget just how much color there is in the world.
Aw, they tightened up that shot. That was a close-up shot. Usually it's like the further away, like it is on Farron right now. That was cute. Are you all right?
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
Sorry, did you want something? I want a kiss. I haven't kissed my boy in a while.
I still love the sound of that. How could I say no?
Yay, kisses. Yeah, there we go. Wolfwitch just shared the workaround if you don't want to mod it to avoiding killing Alfira in a dirge run. Thank you for that.
Perfect. Every time.
Yeah, the rewards in Act 2 and the invisibility cape. I know, like both things are so good. It really sucks to miss out on the loot that Alfira gives you later. Okay. Oh wait.
Has a shrine within the city, located in the Stormshore Tabernacle, if my memory serves me.
Oh, the gods, truly this
Oh no, Shadow, did you just cut off the conversation? God damn it, that was a good one too. Oh well. That's usually the one though where Astarion says that he, you know, reached out to all the gods and none answered. The Shadow's wound interrupted it and I don't have a save. Ah. Oh well.
Eyes front and keep your nose clean, newcomer. A noose and a short drop is how we deal with troublemakers.
How about you wait until I commit a crime before threatening me?
By then it will be too late. I can't help the dead, but I can warn the living. Stay the path and obey the law, and you have nothing to fear.
Jerk. Oh, this guy is funny. Let's go talk to this guy up here. He's like balancing on one foot. What you doing, friend?
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced.
Is this one of Blaise Portier's infamous punishments? I'll leave you in peace.
Yes. I stole a purse from the evidence room.
Oh.
It was stupid. And I swore to Blaise Portier I'd never do it again. Ever. I have to stand on one leg until she believes me.
Good luck. How long is it gonna take? Pretend to push him? That's so mean. I'm gonna say, how long is that gonna take?
I have no idea.
Aw, poor guy.
Please, sir. We have children. We need to be able to provide for them. My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left.
No.
How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Her name is Asparagus?
I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
Her name is Asparagus Mally. Turnip Bobbles?
You must agree.
Or Turnip Bubs.
How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
Oh, that's funny. They all have funny names. Plowman Zach. Drasuvasil? Oh my goodness.
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are.
Oh, that's funny. Alright. Oh god, the zombie over there making disgusting sounds. I feel like those would be hobbit names more than anything. Exactly, I agree.
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
I don't tolerate disrespect. That was the worst accent I just did ever. But I love it with those very, like, dramatic Irish accents. It's so good.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
Maybe don't knock down their people.
Used to think those things were gonna make me feel safer. Not anymore.
One blow and she drops like she's dead.
Well, maybe she is.
Maybe she is.
What did she even do? I bet nobody knows. I didn't see her do anything wrong.
Oh man. Okay, I'm like trying to decide what I want to do first here. I think let's go into the temple.
Mistra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
We've got this one, the statue of Seluna as well. I forget what happens when I click on them. Let's try it.
You see an altar dedicated to Mistra.
Whatever you want with this idol, I prefer we make it quick. Not sure I'm comfortable catching Mistra's eye, even if it is made of stone.
Oh. Oh, that's funny. You don't want to make an offering, a prayer of some kind?
Trust me. It'll take a lot more than a few gold pieces and some fervent thoughts to convince Mistra to break her silence. On my account, at least.
Damn!
Commune with her as you see fit. I've no wish to stand between you and any inspiration she might deign to offer.
Interesting, that's funny. I haven't heard that dialogue from him before. In chat, Asparagus Lightfoot, fool of asparagus. Yes, just all the things the Gandalf calls all the hobbits. But add asparagus. Do I know of any mods that give boots for camp clothes? Yes, I do. Because that's what I'm using for Farron right now. The Fear Tailor mod that I mentioned before has a whole section of it that has like boots and different kinds of shoes and things that all of them that you can wear as camp clothes or with your camp clothes. So that's how I have Farron wearing boots right now with hers. Highly recommend that mod.
You see an altar dedicated to Seluna.
Shadow doesn't have any dialogue with that one.
Seluna.
Oh.
Had life turned out differently, I might have been kneeling in prayer here.
I know, the sandals and flats just don't work for the most part, like running around the city. I'm like, no, give me the boots. I'm playing with Gale as a Tempest Cleric of Mistra, and it fits really well. Oh, that's cool.
You see an altar dedicated to Tyr.
Tyr. These statues are so pretty. And what is this one? Helm. Okay. I know the boots with the fur. I can, Farron, Dark Urge, can pray to Baal, so I'm gonna do that in a second.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle.
Vicar
You've come
Humbletoes.
far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Who are you?
I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
What can I do here?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
Revivification scrolls.
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Behold my stuff. Okay, let's see. I like to get this for shadow. It's a bit less glowy than the Blood of Lathander. Probably have enough Dimension Door, but why not? They're always helpful. I think we're good with the rest. Let's see if I can sell this last piece of armor I have in here. How much? 1450? I don't think he had. No, he doesn't have enough. That's fine. Oh, no goodbye or anything. All right. Also, trying to get the blessing the first time is a pain. I always have a calculator out to make sure I'm hitting the mark. I know. I had to look. I think I looked it up on Reddit, like, to figure out how to actually get the blessing from your chosen, like, god. Because you have to, like, it's based off of what level you're at. And then you have to, like, times it by a number, multiply it by a number. I can't remember what the number is, like 6 or some random number. And then that's the amount you have to pay to get the blessing. It's absurd. I gave up on that. I'm like, this isn't worth it at this point. Let's do a save. Alright, let's pray to Baal.
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame.
Think of Baal, think of blood. I'm going to read what's on the altar first.
It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow."
May follow. Okay. Think of Baal, think of blood.
Your soul opens to their divine power. Your father's power stops your heart for one horrible, terrible moment, then starts it again with a lash of duty.
Jesus Christ, he stopped her heart! The fuck? I'm glad I didn't give him money. I thought about giving him money first, but I was like, nah. He doesn't deserve her money. But yeah, he fully stops her heart. It's different if you've been embracing Dark Urge and you're going like the evil route at this point. If you pray to Baal, the dialogue is different. It's something about like feeling like he's embracing you or something. But because I've been resisting the urge, he fully stopped her heart for a second. It's fucked up. Okay, we're gonna break in.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Gale's gonna be the distraction.
Greetings, child of faith.
Shadow's gonna just stand there looking pretty. First, I think there's some scrolls I can pick up here. The foreshadowing, I know! Okay, let's get into the basement here.
Don't touch me. Quick and quiet.
Quick and quiet. I love the whispering. Every time. I'm like, hee. He's whispering into my ears.
There are traps about.
Stan? Why are you still sneaking? There we go.
Well, hello.
Oh no. Failing perception checks already. Steal some wine. I can break into these sarcophaguses. One I can reach, the other one I can't, but they're kind of a pain to break into and there's nothing that good in them.
Be careful. There are traps about.
I'm gonna save real quick since I'm failing. I'm failing perception checks. I feel like... Was there not another one here? Apparently not yet. Okay. Don't fail this one.
Traps.
There we go.
How considerate.
Okay. Ugh, I have to like do a weird thing to click on it and not the door. Ooh, a 30! God damn! Okay. Now there's a trick to stealing this stuff. No, I'm not going to be fighting divas because there's a trick to it. I was literally about to say, because I did that before. I had no idea those divas were going to trigger in camp, and that was surprising as fuck. But no, there's a trick to it. So instead of taking the items, you send them to camp, and it doesn't count as stealing. So the divas don't show up. So it's annoying because you have a bunch of random items in your camp chest, but it avoids the divas showing up, and I feel like that's more important than some disorganization. Yeah, I know. It's a nice little trick, nice little workaround. I don't know if it would still count as stealing as far as like triggering guards showing up if you're doing it in public, but for this use case, it doesn't count, and there's nobody to watch and see it happen, so. Alright, let's go back up. Should be good. Gale is still distracting. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and grab Shadow.
Still in control.
And run away! That chest will also, down there in the basement, will also have the bigger chest will have your money if you paid money to a god.
You have come far, I perceive.
He's still talking.
How may I serve you this day?
That's how you do all your thievery and no one chases you? That's awesome to know. Okay, yeah, so in general, it doesn't count as thieving if you just send it to camp. That's awesome. Gale to talk for a long time to distract. It's his moment to shine. I know, he's just over here chatting with this vicar. Alright. He's coming. Like, hold up guys, I'm coming. Okay, I have 5 minutes till I have to end stream for today, so let's actually go back to camp and prepare for our next long rest, because there's a lot of cutscenes that are coming up, so I want to make sure and catch them all. But there's a bit of preparing I have to do for this next one. So I may as well do it. Oh, that's where the statue shows up. Oh, you know what I do sometimes? Let's see. I think I have the items on me. On Astarion. Just for fun. Actually, hopefully it's not gonna, like, disappear on me. Let's see. It might be in his alchemy bag for some reason. Yeah, this crystal. You can place it sometimes around the base. Oh, yeah, there we go. So you can, like, decorate it. I like to collect crystals and decorate his, like, make a shrine to Astarion. I gotta make sure though I don't lose that, because sometimes when you change camp locations, like when we move to the Elf Song, the things you set out won't come with you. So I need to make sure that doesn't happen. But it's fun. Make a little shrine to my boy. Let's pick up Lae'zel. Yeah, he deserves a bit of worship. Absolutely. Yeah, so I think the next cutscene, which we won't get today, because I'll need to end soon, but the next cutscene should be the kidnap scene. So I want to make sure
This is the city proper, is it?
a particular person gets
I
taken.
didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary.
Just for fun for this time, because it's probably my favorite version of. Oh, wait, do I want that person to get kidnapped, or do I want someone else to get kidnapped? You know what? I'm gonna let you guys decide for a minute, and maybe, because I'm not gonna do it till next week, so maybe I'll put a poll on my story as well. Do you all want me to have Halsin get kidnapped, or let the child get kidnapped? Because no, I'm not gonna let Gale get kidnapped, because his cutscene's kind of weird. The scene, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's not my favorite, and it's just like annoying to not have Gale for like most of Act 3 in that way. But I was thinking either Halsin, because I love the cutscene, like the cutscene is so good, or Yenna, because Yenna's kind of just hanging around camp being useless anyway, and I'll rescue her, of course. So like the scene is horrifying. It's like suddenly just a horror game. No, not Yenna. But yeah, so I was thinking either Halsin or Yenna. The other option is to let Minthara get kidnapped, so you all can see that version. If I can get that version to trigger. Sometimes it doesn't trigger. So we'll see. Give Orin Yenna, keep the bear. Grub doesn't deserve it. That's true. If Yenna gets kidnapped, the cat gets killed. So you haven't seen Yenna's cutscene? Okay. I know, the cat. That's the sad part, is the cat gets caught in the crossfire with the Yenna version. Okay, so far we're getting all like no to Yennas across the board. I am gonna pick up Lae'zel though, because I don't want her getting kidnapped.
Make space, and my might is yours.
I know, the poor kitty. Let's take Shadowheart's place.
Our victory is most certain.
Yeah, so maybe I'll put a post on my stories, or a poll on my stories on Instagram, and see like what everyone wants for that, because oh, we have options. We'll see who everyone wants to get kidnapped, and who everyone is like fully against getting kidnapped. It's the only reason I never let Yenna, is because of the damn cat. I know, I feel you. Oh, see, Mizora can't decide where she wants to hang out in this camp. She just randomly came from over there to hang out here and face the wall. I was like, I'm open to any of it, and then remembered the cat. I mean, Halsin doesn't have a tent, so so many valid reasons going on here. And honestly, Halsin's scene is pretty fucking hot. Like, I know it's Orin pretending to be him, but the way he freaks out, and he's like only wearing like half his clothes, like he's fully shirtless for some reason. It's really fucking hot. We could let him get kidnapped for the drama. For the spiciness. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see then. You haven't seen Halsin, so I'm curious. Okay, maybe we'll try to make sure Halsin gets kidnapped then. I will have to pick up, if I want Halsin to get kidnapped, I have to pick up, I have Gale and Lae'zel in my party, so neither of them can get kidnapped, because I think it goes Lae'zel, Halsin, and then either Gale or Minthara. I'm not sure which order they go in yet. I haven't figured that out still. And then Yenna is very last resort. So it's actually very hard to get Yenna kidnapped, I think, since you can only have 3 members in your party. Spicy and the cat lives. I'm in. Yes, exactly. Okay, yeah. Maybe we'll do that then. We'll go with what chat has voted, and we'll go with letting Halsin get kidnapped. He should get. We can try it too. I'll make sure to do a save so we can reload if it doesn't pick the right person. But it should be, since I have Gale and Lae'zel in my party right now, Halsin should be the next to, like that Orin would go for. So it should work out in that order. But we'll see. Real quick, let's make the rounds though, since we're in the lower city and everybody has something to say before I end my stream.
Oppression, conspiracies.
Murder.
This city has its charms, after all.
It's an impressive place. There's danger on every corner. Your idea of charming is very different to mine. I'm gonna say it's an impressive place.
My mother visited during one
Can't
of her
disagree with
grand
that. Yeah,
tours of
right?
the surface world. She claimed the streets were almost as varied and full of danger as those in Duthcloim.
Oh, Duthcloim.
I never believed her until now.
Why do you favor... Oh, we have more conversation. Why do you favor an alliance with Gortash?
He is the only authority figure in Baldur's Gate worth a damn. Even as the Elder Brain tears at the foundations of the city, he stands strong and looks for solutions. Better for us to be a solution rather than a problem for his steel watch to scrape off the street. It would be wise to return to him and pledge an oath of allegiance before he declares us enemies of the peace.
Bend the knee, as it were. Halsin?
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
What news from the Grove? Oh, don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you. I'm going to say that one. Gotta build the man up.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
You served the Grove well and found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done.
I know he really is too pure for this world. He's so sweet.
Father willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find
True,
a
a leader would have a tent. Exactly. No tent, no leader. Oh, that's great.
Almost pleasant traveling with company.
Oh.
If you
Oh, that's right. I
ignore
already
the
got her
less
comment.
pleasant
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
Nice. Oh, what is his greetings? What is it?
Let's talk.
Oh, it's back to let's talk. For a while there, before Mizora made him grumpy again, his greeting changed for Farron, and it was like, always good to talk, my friend. It was so sweet.
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men puff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks.
Not so silvered as he thinks. You're not interested in his offer. We can't pick a fight while he's surrounded by a still watch, as do I. I'm gonna ask her. You're not interested in his offer?
To work together. Strangely enough, I believe him. He's too self-important to be anything but sincere. But even if we unite to command the brain, it's not as if we can leave the city under Bane's boot heel once it's done. We'd be back to the same old battle. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance,
approves.
I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of.
I love her accent so much. In chat, I mean, you don't have a tent, but I just imagine sharing with our boy. Oh yes. Farron is fully spending most, if not all, of her nights with Astarion at this point. Where'd you get your Will hair mod? So good. Oh yeah, the Will's dreadlocks. I love that look on him so much. It's on console. I think it's just called Will's dreads. And so it changes his hair and it adds a little bit more of a like beard shadow situation as well. So yeah, he's looking fly. I like it. Let's see. And what do you think of his warning of the doppelganger in our camp?
It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then...
Oh no, ads
that is
again?
exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
It literally is every time you ask a question. That's so funny. Let me know when it's over. We should be spending another minute in here at least. I think the ads only last a minute.
I made it back. I'm here. Thank the gods.
Oh, Karlak.
Thank the gods.
He's so sweet. Hasn't been back home in 10 years. It's wild. And we talked to Astarion and Gale. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and get her in her camp clothes. I want to wait till that ad ends before I end the stream. Here we go. Also haven't put Astarion in his camp clothes for a while. I miss it. There we go.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
I feel like I'm missing somebody again, though. Did I talk to everybody? I think I did. We could pet Scratch. Let's pet Scratch while we wait for the ad to end.
His tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
How long have you had that in your mouth? Oh no, and I don't have animal speak on. Let's snatch it away quickly. Oh, he always dies close to give him the black top? Yeah, that's cool too. A fishing rod. Pet him. So cute. Alright, well we got a random fishing rod. Okay. Well, anyway, oh yes, red also looks very good on Astarion's camp clothes. I'm partial to the original color just because I love a white shirt on a man, like, it's yummy. Oh, anyway, in case you didn't hear, the answer to your question, Super Taylor Mars, I got the Will hair mod, it's in the mod manager in-game, so I got it on console, and I think it's just called Will's Dreads, and it gives him both the dreadlocks and like a kind of shadowy beard situation, so more of a beard, and it looks really good on him. He's very pretty with this mod. I almost never not have it on him anymore. But okay, we're gonna end here, so next time we'll pick up or tomorrow, I'll be streaming again. I'll be streaming the whole weekend. I'm back to my schedule. So I'll be streaming tomorrow and Sunday, both at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, we'll pick up right here where we leave off with the kidnap scene should be next. I'm pretty sure that's what's coming up next, so I'm excited. We'll have Daddy Halson get kidnapped so we can get the spicy scene. And it'll be a good time. So thank you all so much for joining. I'm so sorry I was away for so long, but I really appreciate you all for being so nice about it and being just so, I don't know, just being so amazing with it. And like that really helped me because I really did feel bad for like just suddenly being gone, and it was stressful trying to figure out all the issues going on with my streaming in the first place. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Oh, you have a D&D game during my stream? Oh no. Well, you'll be able to watch the VOD afterwards as well, because those will be up, and I upload those to my YouTube channel too. But yeah, thank you all so much, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.